The reason it would be interesting to people in the public health field or to government officials or people interested in community and, statewide kids issues is because it affects kids in poverty more. They're higher risk for being obese than kids from middle class or upper class families, which seems counterintuitive when, like me, you've worked mostly on international kids issues where kids don't have enough food, and then in this country where poor kids don't truly have enough food because they don't have enough nutritious food, but they have access to inexpensive food, which tends to be higher in sugar and higher in fat and put them at a higher risk for obesity. We are genetically predispositioned or from an evolutionary standpoint to want foods that are high in sugar and high in fat, right? Because those are high energy foods. And even 300 years ago or 200 years ago, people were still striving to get enough food, right? So our bodies crave foods that are naturally high in calories or high in fat because they produce energy, and that's good.
Every year, 300,000 people die from obesity. That's more than 3 times the amount of people that died in the Iraq War.
We decided to go to Safeway and see if we could match the fast food prices and make a healthy meal that can feed an entire family. At McDonald's, you can feed a family of 5 for under $20. The same meal cooked at home and made organically would cost much more.
So if you're a working poor family, or you're in a family where you don't have a lot of time to prepare food, then fast food is super appealing for economic reasons and because people like the way it tastes. Basically, when you look at communities, when you look at poor neighborhoods, not only are there a lot of fast food places, but there aren't a lot of accessible grocery stores. There aren't even a Safeway, let alone a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods, places that sell healthy food. It's not even necessarily that people are walking into Safeway and making bad choices. It's that there isn't a Safeway. They'd have to get in the car and drive to Safeway or drive to Walmart. People buy their groceries at Walmart, right? And so when you're in Walmart or when you're in Safeway, yes, you can make bad choices based on price, based on taste, based on habit, based on what seems easy. If they have prepared frozen pizzas right there and you can just throw them in because you're tired, as opposed to thinking, oh, it's going to be so hard to make a homemade pizza. If you walk into Trader Joe's and they have the pizza dough there or even the pizza bread there and they have the sauce there and you can put your own toppings on, you're going to end up with a product that's more nutritious, and less fat. So some of it is choices people are making by what traditionally they eat as a family or they've always eaten or what they've kind of gotten into habits of eating. Even in your own family, there are probably meals that you might have every week or every couple of weeks that everyone in your family likes, right? So you get in this sort of habit of eating things. But there's also what's actually available. If all you could get was what's at Mulberry's, Mulberry's has a great selection, but imagine that Mulberry's was still 7-Eleven like it used to be.
We had just done it, created a nutritious and delicious meal for under $1.10 per serving. Namaste, friends. Namaste.